Welcome to Titus Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is July the 23rd, 2026. We're going to be talking about AEW. Big matches happening because this Sunday we got AEW Redemption. It's coming up. I didn't know it was a pay-per-view. I thought it was just a special episode of Dynamite, but it's a pay-per-view that's on Sunday. So I don't know if I'm going to be watching it. I don't know. I don't think there's any other pay-per-views on this weekend. Next weekend, the SummerSlam is on. TNA. I don't think TNA has a pay-per-view coming up. They have Lockdown coming up in August, but nothing in July. I don't think so. I have no idea. Okay. But ladies and gentlemen, the 2K26 DLC came out yesterday. Everybody's excited. I'm excited. A lot of crazy things happening there. I got the burps. But a lot of crazy things in there, except for Matt Hardy 2000. Why? Careful, doggy. Why? Why there's no Matt Hardy 2000? You want to make Team Extreme? You give me a t-shirt that says Team Extreme. There's 3 people on the dang t-shirt and there is no Matt Hardy. That's a download one. And you know what sucks? When you do the announcement, like Mike Rome announces people, they don't have Matt Hardy. They got Matt, but they don't have Hardy. You know what I have to call my Matt Hardy? Matt Harvey. If I want a Matt Hardy. I'm sad. I could have do it's a tire. Why I didn't do that? Maybe I could do that right now. Maybe. I don't know if I could find a t-shirt for it. Maybe I use Jeff Hardy's t-shirt. Hold on, guys. Hold on. So we're going to be talking about AEW, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of things happened. We did have a face-to-face. But if you guys want to know about 2K26, the patch happened. And I think this was a good patch. Why? It's not because Jalen Bronson was in the game. Not happy. I don't really care for it that much. But the other good thing, the real good thing, was that they put some theme songs in the game. Old school theme songs. We got Zack Ryder's theme song, not Matt Cardona's, Zack Ryder's theme song in the game. And ladies and gentlemen, we got the Brood will be in the game. If you want to make the Brood, or you want to make Gangrel, you could do that. Every time, man. Why? Is something wrong with my freaking, what is wrong with my 2K account? I don't understand it. It always saying that you don't have connection for your 2K account. You're telling me I don't have internet? How am I on my phone? How am I on my other things? If I don't have internet. Jesus, I might have to restart my box and everything's in my way. My bed's in my way. There's my belt shelf is in my way. I had to do parkour on my bed to get to the box, like the modem. That's annoying. But ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of things happening on this thing. We got Finn Balor's old school, new school theme song. That's pretty cool. And we got 2 versions of Johnny Gargano's theme song. We had the good guy Johnny Gargano. I hate this. Now it's saying I can't go in it. I'm going to restart my Xbox. They got Johnny Gargano, Rebel Heart, I think it's called. And The Way Johnny Gargano. When he was part of the faction called The Way, with Candice LeRae, Austin Theory, and Indy Hartwell. And a little bit of Dexter Lumis. Yeah, so that's happening. And the cool part for Jeff Hardy, when you could take off Penta's glove, when people wearing I forgot what it's called, singlets, you could take the straps off, take the straps off. You could take Jeff Hardy's shirt off. Well, because he done that multiple times. He did it multiple times. Take his shirt off. I believe he did it in WWE when he showed up on NXT. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And ladies and gentlemen, they have new ow! My dog dropped the ball on my foot. They have new Twist of Pains. They have a new Swanton. Kind of looks like AEW Play Forever Swanton Bond. Not a big fan of it. But yeah, they have that. They had the Twist of Pains Stunner into a neck breaker, a tag team move. So they have that. And they Jeff Hardy's submission that he was been doing the last couple months. So that's very cool. I'm enjoying the DLC. I played as Joey Raw as well. I did the live events. I'm a little upset because I can't get Naomi. The 2020 Naomi. Some reason I can't get her. I got a whole bunch of points. I used them to get the certified pack. And guess what? No Naomi. I got a Lily doll. Not putting her in my universe mode. What the hell am I supposed to do with a Lily doll? And I got a A-lister Miz with a suit. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh, man. Very weird. What was I trying to do again? Oh, yeah. Change Matt Hardy's. Trying to do an old school Matt Hardy look. Let's see what we could do. Let's see what we could do. Let's alternate attire. Yeah. Took me forever to do it because some reason it's saying that my 2K account was messed up. Attire. I don't think I need to change a lot. I think I need to change his shirt. Oop, I don't want parts. Parts color. Clothing. Clothing, clothing, clothing. Okay, so we're going to take that off. We need WWE. We got the Team Extreme shirt. Do we have a... I need a t-shirt. Where's Jeff Hardy's? Does that says ECW? That's an ECW referee, I think. That's pretty cool. Roddy Piper, John Cena, Diesel, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Love. Don't know who the hell that is. Somebody, Mankind, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, old school Bray Wyatt. Who the hell are you? Who's Rusty? Team Raw. We got a ECW referee, old school referee. We got something. Team SmackDown, ECW referee, WWE referee, Sami Zayn, NXT referee, somebody, another referee, Tank Top referee, NXT referee 2.0, WWE referee, SmackDown referee, main event Jey Uso. I believe that's another main event Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso, somebody. You know what I might do? Do we have, doesn't show me new ones. I was going to use one of the new t-shirts that we have that we could put in here. But do I really want to do a long sleeve? Because it says Team Extreme on it, so that would be cool. Because I can't find Jeff Hardy's shirt at all. I see Carmelo Hayes, Alpha Academy, Free Otis. Is that supposed to be Rico? Mutiny. Something. Kevin Owens. Ricky Saints. Somebody. OTC, the ones. John Cena. What the hell is that? John Cena, Yeet, NWO, DX, NWO, Billy Gunn, and we got another referee shirt. Could use something like that, right? It's always been all black, and I believe his pants always stay like that, so he could do that. Oops, didn't want to do that. And we copy this, copy that, copy, save. I thought you could change the name. I don't want to upload it. It's not mine to upload. Well, technically it is. But it's something. It's something. I can't really change it very well how I want it, but that's okay. And then we're going to put on my old school one. Old school universe mode. My dog is ripping his ball apart. It's only 10 minutes on the video. That's okay. If you guys don't like this, I'm sorry. I don't want to make a download Matt Hardy. I really don't want to. Matt Hardy 1. Matt Hardy 1. Matt Hardy 1. Matt Hardy 1. And we're just going to change his entrance to the Matt Hardy I have, because I changed it to the Team Extreme Matt Hardy. Template. I don't even find them. Is it letters? Matt Hardy. There we go. The Matt Hardy. He's looking like that because that's his original one. But when I use my Matt Hardy that I have, it's going to use the one I have. So, yeah. I need to see if there's an old school Matt Hardy. I think there's a version 1 Matt Hardy. Maybe I could use that. Let's see. Was there a version 1 Matt Hardy? There's Woken Matt Hardy. I thought there was like a version 1 Matt Hardy. I guess there's no, it doesn't matter with that. I wish he wasn't doing the freaking delete, but oh well. Alright, and now we're going to delete this Matt Hardy I have, the one I downloaded. Put this one on Raw and team up with other Matt Hardy, the other Jeff Hardy I have. I call him Team Extreme because we got Lita in there too. Lita. Alright, so we're going to take this Matt Hardy out here and put this Matt Hardy in there. There we go. Everything's fine now. Except for the tag team finishing moves, because we have the other Matt Hardy. The one I downloaded. We're going to delete you, and we're going to put you with you, and put this as your tag team move. There we go. It's something. I can't really do much about it. I can see what I will look at the picture, see how what else I could do with it. But right now, that's how we're going to do Matt Hardy. And we get this Matt Hardy out here. And then I could do this video with you guys. Your allies is not Jeff Hardy. And I need to put in my division. I forgot to do that. He's in my Raw division for the tag tag team champions of the world. And he's going to be on WWE Superstars as well with the tag team titles on the line as well. Oh, we already have them in there. Okay. And because I put them on the Raw one. Alright, we go back to our current show, or my AAA. My AAA, I'm getting ready for Worlds Collide. Big matches for Worlds Collide. If you guys want to know. So it's going to be NXT versus AAA. So we have rivalries for NXT that the challengers is AAA guys. And the champions is NXT, and on AAA is the same thing. AAA will be the AAA champions, and challengers is NXT stars. So on NXT, going for the NXT championship is Psycho Clown. I had a big tournament so we used the King of the Ring tournament to crown a AAA guy or NXT guy. Whoever wins get a title shot at NXT's and AAA's Worlds Collide. And the rest of the matches I spin a wheel to see who's going to get other matches, the other titles like the Latin American, the North American title. So yeah. So Psycho Clown won the tournament and he got himself a shot of the NXT championship. The person that gets a North American title, he's not really in AAA anymore, but because he didn't leave for AEW yet, he's not on AEW. We got Santos Escobar versus Miles Bourne for the North American title. For the NXT Women's Championship, Fabi will be versus Blake Moreau. And on the NXT Tag Team titles, my tag team was Eli Knight and Leon Slater. But because Leon Slater was injured and every time he's having a match, they always vacate the tag team titles off of them because he's injured. So I made Leon Slater and Eli Knight win the tag titles, but there's a replacement for Leon Slater until he's back to wrestle. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the AAA team that's going for the titles, Laws, Hell Brothers, Chessman, and some guy named starts with a C, can't even say his name, they will be facing the NXT Tag Team Champions, Eli Knight, and the tag team that was supposed to happen in NXT, but he got injured. Eli Knight and Elio Lafour is my NXT Tag Team Champions. And on AAA, the AAA titles will be on the line. The person that's going for the Reina de Reinas Championship is Soruka. And we got the Mega Championship. Vikingo will be versus Eric. I put Eric on both shows, but he's wrestling for WWE. And because the TNA and WWE's partnership that I have with my in my universe mode, Ali will be going for the Cruiserweight title against Chosen. And ladies and gentlemen, for the Latin American Championship, just like we said about Ali, the NXT and TNA partnership, so he's going to be wrestling for NXT. Giovanni Bacchini will be versing Drago for the Latin American Championship. And because I have Vikingo have two titles, he has the Mega title, and he has the Tag Team titles, and we can't put Vikingo in two rivalries. So I had to put one in my old phone, in my other phone, because that's how if I want to do matches, I put it on my phone to remember, and then every time I'm on that show, I will put that match on there. So the AAA Tag Team titles will be defended by Vikingo and Omos. They will face TNA's, NXT's, BDE, and Rich Swann. They will be getting the shot of the Tag Team titles at Worlds Collide. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait for that. But now let's talk about AEW, because we're almost 20 minutes long in this video, and we didn't talk about any AEW. So, ladies and gentlemen, on AEW, we have, ladies and gentlemen, to start off, we have a face-to-face. Mick Foley sucks at being an interviewer. I'm sorry to say, but he sucks at being an interviewer. We have the Tickler and Willow Nightingale face to face. They said a whole bunch of words. Mick Foley is choosing Willow Nightingale to win this, saying, I see myself and you, all that stuff, and blah, blah, blah. Mick Foley, stop. I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're in AEW as an interviewer, because you suck at it, man. You did commissioning, you did wrestling, you never been a commentary. You were a commentary, you've never been an interviewer. So please stop. Tickler attacked Willow Nightingale with her glove, and then she stick the middle finger at Mick Foley and show off with her 2 belts that she won at Stardom and the Women's World Title, and then she rips off her belt that was on her pants and wants to whack Willow Nightingale with it, but Willow Nightingale did a pounce onto Tickler to end this segment because it was a long segment. Our first match of the evening, we got Kevin Knight defending his TNT title against Darby Allin, and he wants to do this without the Don Callis family. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match, and still your champion was Kevin Knight. And then we're supposed to have a tag team match, but the Don Callis family got in the ring. And of course, Kevin Knight has to take shots of Kyle Fletcher. And saying that, oh, I didn't need the Don Callis family to beat Darby Allin. So Kyle Fletcher says, how about I do this? At Redemption, when he defends his international title, Don Callis family is banned from ringside. And he says, how about we do this as well? I am a tag team match with Okada to versus Brody King and Bandito as well. Everybody's banned from ringside. I guess for Don Callis and Lance Archer. But everybody is banned from ringside. So we have this tag team match with Brody King and Bandito versus Okada and Kyle Fletcher. Okada really has a problem with everybody in the Don Callis family now. It was a pretty decent tag team match. I enjoyed it. But Okada accidentally did a Rainmaker onto Kyle Fletcher to make the Brody King and Bandito win the match. And then when 3 guys, I think it's Mark Davis, Lance Archer, and I believe it was a 3rd guy. I think it was Kyle Fletcher. Came on the apron. Andrade comes out to make the save because it was 3-on-2, and everybody ran away. But you see Okada, and when Kyle Fletcher was watching Okada, he was begging. He's saying, I'm sorry. But when Kyle Fletcher stopped looking at Okada, he was smiling. I think he meant to do that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got Jay White, his return match to Dynamite. He will go one-on-one with Clark Connors. He's having problems with the dogs. He stole David Finlay's shillelagh. And ladies and gentlemen, I thought it was a pretty decent match. For some reason, David Finlay didn't show up. He wasn't with Clark Connors. The Bang Bang Gang didn't get involved. They just walked him to the stage and they left. It was a pretty decent match. Jay White wins the match. And then, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things happened here. Clark Connors attacked Jay White. Jay White did a Blade Runner onto Clark Connors, so he knew that he was going to get attacked by him. But David Finlay comes out, grabs the shillelagh, and knocks out Jay White. And then the rest of the Bang Bang Gang came out. David Finlay and Clark Connors run away. Juice Robinson and Jay White issue a challenge, a double dog collar match or chain match against David Finlay and Clark Connors. Will we get that match? We have no idea. We got Pac and Claudio attacking the tag team champions because another 2 members of the Death Riders get a shot of the tag team titles, and they just want to try to show something to the tag team champions that were not easy to beat. We have Megan Bang and Lena Cross finally defending their tag team titles on Dynamite against Julia Hart and Sky Blue in a no DQ match. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it, but the winner of that match, still your tag team champions, Lena Cross and Megan Bang. And our main event, The two competitors that will face each other at All In for the world title. If Kenny could beat Kevin Knight at Redemption, it will be Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, and Jon Moxley versus the Don Callis family. I think it was Hachimo, Brian Cage, and I forgot the other guy. But ladies and gentlemen, yeah, there was 3 of them. Pretty decent match, but Kenny Omega accidentally hit Jon Moxley. But ladies and gentlemen, they still get the win. Kenny Omega's team won the match. And then ladies and gentlemen, a lot of crazy things happened. People are shoving each other. John was mad at Kenny. Kenny was mad at John. They were brawling. And then Will Ospreay got involved. The Young Bucks got involved because they have a match at Redemption against Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley. They got involved. There was a lot of brawls happening. And then here comes Trent and Rocky Romero to attack Kenny Omega. Kenny took out those guys. He was about to do a double V-trigger onto Trent and Rocky Romero. But out of nowhere, springboarding into the ring, because the ramp was like a bridge on the ring. So you could do a dive off the ramp. So out of nowhere, Kevin Knight dove and waxed Kenny Omega with a TNT title. And man, don't believe. Will we see a new world champion? Or can Kenny Omega make the main events of Wembley still be him versus Will Ospreay? We will find that out. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for TNA results. Time is out. Bye.